Hey, one person. Hey, Brooklyn. Hey, three y'all. Y'all came on quick. I know. I've been missing in action, so I'm back. Yeah, everything's going okay. You know, the usual. Working. Well, it's good to be busy, that's for sure. You know, I do have to work tonight at Amazon, so I don't have to be there till 10 p.m. because I'm still finishing up the last career choice. Um, the career choice with SB Academy. I tell you, I took advantage of that career choice where you get to choose a program of career through Amazon. So it's approaching what I got, what, 2 more weeks? So somewhere towards the end of this month, I'll be finished. I already did the internship, which was part of the program. It's basically become an SDR, which stands for sales development role or tech sales. So I just need to finish up a few things and then I'll get my certificate and then I'll be working with career coach and they'll be, hey, Lady TH. And then they will be assisting me in looking for a career, not a job, but a career. So, I'll be working with that. And what else is going on? Well, like I said, still work at Amazon. I'm still doing my little gig jobs with survey. That's coming along. Um, everything is going okay. Pretty much everything's going okay. So um, now I know Brooklyn boy. I told you about that situation. So that's working out well. So the housemate, um, the housing situation. So that's still working out. I'm still trying to deal with trying to get some of these upgrades done at this house, but it is very expensive. I just got the quote from one of these. Hey Romeo, I just got one of these quotes from one of the contractors that came about how much it's going to cost to remodel this whole entire house, and they talked about $53,000. I was like, what? And then when I saw the breakdown, you know, like the replacement of the whole entire floor, um, that was a big, like, um, 11,000. The remodels of the bathrooms, and I was like, I had to decline. I said, no, that's way too much. So even though I'm not going to do the remodel all at one time, at this point, I'm gonna just factor in the repairs that needs to be done. You know, like fix the ceiling downstairs, and you know, and replace, like, upgrade the toilets, and me and a few other people, we just gonna have to paint. each room, just take our time. And then, of course, um, like the light fixtures, I'm not, so I said, you know what, I may have to hold off on any total remodel for now and just take it one project at a time. But the thing that's going to be done is going to be more of the repair. And that's, and I don't even need to hire I could just hire a general contractor, or better yet, try to learn to do it myself. All I have to do is replace the drywall and just put it up and mud it, and that's it. So I was like, oops, no, no. So I said, oh well. Or just follow what my mother gave me as advice, do upgrades of the house once I finish paying off the mortgage. So based on my little calculations, I've been paying a little bit extra towards the mortgage. So I still have another, according to Wells Fargo, if I pay so much, it's going to be paid off in 10 years, 10, 11 years. So, and I already lived here for um, 12. So I really did good because I knocked off. What the hell calling me? Hold on, y'all. Y'all gonna listen to this conversation. Hello? Hello? You got the wrong number. Thank you, idiot. People be crying. Romy, I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, um, that's about it though. And then I'm still at Amazon. Um, there's no major layoffs because if anything, Amazon gonna let people lay themselves off either through unpaid time off, negative balances, or attendance issues. Or some people may get fired because they real strict about having your phone out while you working on the floor. And some people, as many times as they keep saying it, people are still pulling out their phone while they're on the floor. And then, of course, they got cameras everywhere. Some people I heard, some people they actually got written up, but they don't seem to care. But see, they're gonna be, if they need to get rid of people, they're gonna get rid of people, and that gonna be the final nail in the coffin. They're just gonna just say, "Oh, you fired," and they don't even. And the way how they let people go at Amazon, shoot, they'll notify you on the app, A to Z app, or when you come to work one day, you can't get in the door. They'll notify people that way. So, well, I don't know what you're talking about, Romeo. Look, nobody pays no mortgage in 5 to 6 years. So please clarify yourself. You know what, Romeo? Sometimes you make comments that's just kind of doesn't make sense, and I'm just being honest. I appreciate people just listen to what I'm saying and not input stuff because nobody pays a mortgage in 5, 6 years. So you're not making any sense. People pay it off 5, 6 years early, but not within 5 to 6 years. If that's what you're trying to say. So what else is going on? Let me see what else going on. Well, I came across some gigs. Some it's not really new gigs. It's really Romeo. I mean Brooklyn. I don't know. I can't speak about other people what they do or whatever because unless you own a home or you're in the process of buying a home, then people understand it. All I'm saying, what I'm saying is that my mortgage was a 30-year mortgage. I pay extra so I could cut down on how much interest I'm paying off. So that's all that is about. But what Romeo talking about, people paid off within 5, 6 years. No, unless you got some kind of and I don't want to get into that topic. I'm trying to stay within topic, but that's not really the point. You can't I can't that's you can't make general statements and oh some people paid off in 5 to 6 years. There's too many things involved and factors involving that. That's all I'm saying. So my comment was about renovation and the cost to renovate and how I'm going to wait until after I paid off my mortgage and then do any type of major renovations. If I don't have a mortgage and all I'm doing is paying property taxes, of course I would have money to then renovate and do a major renovation unless I decide to sell this house as is or whatever the case may be. So I really don't care about some people paid off because you don't know the situation. So don't make statements unless you've personally done it yourself. So a lot of times people make comments of, oh, some people, but you don't know their situation. You don't know what they've done. You didn't know what their circumstances are. So that's just making comments just to make a comment that don't make any sense. I'm not being mean. And these nuts, why don't you hell get off my channel? Because you're really annoying. Anywho, so what other things are going on? Also, the other day, um, I met this guy who approached me, just wanted to take me out to dinner. So I was at Lidl's. Now these nuts, I know you're gonna be all berserk. Cause see, if anybody said they're interested in you, don't stalk me. Don't say all crazy stuff. Just move on, move it on. So anyway, we haven't went out to dinner or nothing yet. So I'll let y'all know about that. I would show y'all a picture of the person, but I don't want to put the person's picture out there. So we talked a couple of times. Well, we didn't really talk a couple of times. We talked that evening after he gave me his number, and but he don't live too far from me. But I'll let y'all. I'll keep an update on that with y'all with that. So I'm just gonna take my time. I'm not gonna be serious about something. I never been boy crazy. I'm not all into. Oh, I ain't up to running after people. Dorian, what you talking about? Ain't nobody talking about you. I'm talking about Dorian. What you yapping? Oh, that's what I'm about to get into. I was talking about these nuts. That's who I was talking about. I ain't talking about you, Dorian. I'm talking about how people just come on here and be stalking me and say stuff that they don't even mean and say they and claim they're interested in you, but they come on here and be playing games on the internet, and I'm not the one. If someone's interested in me, just come to me as a man and just say hello. All this stalking people and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the depression and my real topics about. Then, of course, no, I'm gonna do a separate video on that one. It's this Facebook dating thing they got on Facebook now, and I be getting all these messages from people say they interested in you, um, and then when you send a message back, people don't go back and forth, texting to death. I'm like, I don't, or the better yet, they'll give you a what's up number. I'm like, this ain't no real phone number. What's up at? And then people just want to go back access, this one person, he's quite handsome. Let me show y'all. Now I can show y'all this because you go on Facebook. Now this the person he was keep sending me messages, but he been sending me messages. But I don't know. I don't want somebody to be one of these people be sending, making up fake pictures and putting on Facebook and say, "Oh, we interested," but this is what he looked like. Not the one I met at the supermarket. What y'all think? He is cute, isn't he? He sent me a message. Hi, beautiful. I guess all men around you are blind for them not to see your beauty. And even in my worst look at my hair. On my worst look, not to say my picture looks like this. He said his name is Jimmy, divorced single father of two handsome boys, 5 and 7. Divorced my ex 3 years ago when I caught her cheating. I dated after that for 4 months only to find out she was only after my money and a cheat. I work with rig 6 drilling units in a departmental supervisor and sole contractor and a supply crude oil. What about you? No, I basically said, single, no kids, blah, blah, blah. Then he says, then he sent me a message on Wednesday. What's the day? These nuts ain't no more than what you've been doing. You've been stalking me for months. Ain't never call. Ain't never. So I said, I gave you my number. You ain't. So don't be salty because I decide to move on. I ain't running after no man. I'm gonna tell you that now. I don't run after nobody. Shoo. Y'all know how I was dealing with this dumb situation with what's his name? Whatever. I don't even know his name no more. That's how much. Whoop. Full of crap. People come on the internet and social media want to act fool. Trust me. I have a discernment about people. If who might be shy? The one on the Facebook? Well, I don't know. All I gotta do is simply make that, on Facebook dating, you could actually call the person on Facebook. So we'll see. I don't know. There's been crazy stuff going on in Atlanta with all these crazy men and crazy women too, but it seems to be a whole lot more crazy dudes killing people. These nuts, please. Nope. Trust me. If you can't be that shy when you see this is the thing, and I'm gonna get off it. I know you and these I know see how my numbers just dropped. It was 10 people on here, now it's dropped to 3. All right, salties, bye. I'm not gonna be on here long anyway. I need to rest so I could get up, and I'm cooking some pot roast. Is it pot roast or roast beef? I don't know. It's some kind of beef, but it's in the oven. I can smell it right now. He ain't shy. And don't send me no email messages either about nothing. I don't even want to hear it. How many months? Y'all been on here. How many months he been going on about that? Nope. Mm-mm. You can pick up a phone, say hello, whatever. I ain't got time to be playing games. I'm a grown woman. I'm not no 20 something, 30 something, be he, and be and falling for the okey doke. But like I said, all these past several months, it's been these on the news. People been killing people, and um, sadly, a 1 year old. It was an Amber Alert on Sunday. Oh, Saturday, Sunday, and I was like, "Dog, this Amber Alert keeps going off." And it was a 1 year old baby was kidnapped. Well, she wasn't kidnapped. They were looking for the father who took the 1 year old, who shot the mother and the grandmother. Um, he killed himself on Sunday, the 1 year old baby in himself in back of this church up in Noonan. And it was so happens I was in Noonan on Sunday, and I was so sad. I was like, oh my God. And this ain't the first time something like this happened in Atlanta or Metro Atlanta. That happened. It's been like a regular basis. Even that rapper called Trouble. I don't know his real name. I never heard no songs of him. He shot by visiting a female. The ex shot him, killed him when he um intruded in the woman's house. I mean, just all kind of crazy. People just don't know how to walk away. They break up with people, or people don't want them, or people don't want to deal with them. They just gonna kill. Killing kids and women. See, all these mass killings and stuff going on. People are not mentioning about how people are killing other people, especially women and children being killed over some craziness. Just don't make no sense. And it's so regular here in Atlanta. I mean, I know it's happening all over the country that anything with guns or killing people, whether it be killing people at the grocery store, church, schools. There's also I don't even want to say pandemic. Yep. Hey Sally, where you at? Oh, I've been so busy. I've been not busy, but I've been doing, my classwork with SV Academy with the career choice with Amazon, working at Amazon, doing my little gigs on the side. And it's been like 100 degrees, so I didn't go out. I didn't go out anytime today. So I got to work tonight. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday is my real busy time. And then, working those 12 hour shifts and stuff, I'll be like, oh God, I'm ready to go home. It's like tiresome. And then I've been doing my diabetic treatment infusion twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays when I go to the doctor. I'm going to download a video. I didn't download that video, but I'm going to download it. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff. But anywho, so back to the topic. I know 100 degrees. It was 100 degrees. I got in the car yesterday. It was 100. It was 102 degrees when I got into the car. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got to take my pants. I'm going to put it outside because it's so hot. I can let it dry without running on my electricity and gas. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute. Go ahead and hit the thumbs ups. And then I'll talk about some other stuff. All right, I'm back. Anywho, so so the big topic is on the news. I would say social media on YouTube, but it really isn't. It depends who you're talking to or who you watch. So, are we going into a recession, leading into a depression? Hey, Charlie, where you been? I thought you was outside. Better not be outside. It's not as hot today. I didn't been outside that long. But basically, in my opinion, um, and who you are is no different than anything else in the past. Now, we're not really in a recession according to economic terms because all sectors have to be affected to be in a recession. So, real estate, they say, is slowing down. And if you know anything about the government and how the feds work, of course, they said they raised the interest rate 0.75 yesterday. And the stock market yesterday did rally. But then this morning, it was all in the red. So I think a lot of, dang, we're still in the red. Dang, 29,000. The Dow Jones S&P is down 3,600. Oh, you can't really let that depress you. A lot of companies now are laying off, but the ones that I see, oh yeah, and most of the companies that I've seen laying off or they make announcements tend to be more smaller tech companies, not the big major ones. So the numbers of when they name certain companies that are laying off, it's like 1,000, 500, 600. It's not big. It's not big tech companies or big companies that are doing that. And you see, Charlie. Ah, hell no. Get get off that bike. You wait till I get up. See, so the companies that I've seen laying off people are not big, huge companies, but it's still name companies. Shh, shut up. It's still you got food down there and you got water. Try to act like nobody fed him all that food and water he got downstairs. So they're laying off people for sure. In terms of the housing market, people are not getting mortgages as much, so it's kind of slowing down. But the prices of housing is still going up. So even then, depending on where you live or what part of the country you live, like if you're in the southeast, people are moving here, Georgia, South Carolina, maybe Florida, and moving from these big cities like New York, California, moving to different regions. And the last 2 years, they were buying up housing, raising the prices up. Like if you go into Iowa, they were, moving into these states where it was like very inexpensive to live. Those prices are going up, but people from California are buying up properties. Um, and then most of the people who are buying these properties and houses It's not individuals, it's hedge fund companies. Every goddamn day, 3, 4 times a day at least, I'm getting a call about are you the owner of da 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 da, wanting to buy my house. And my house, when I look it up, it's been going up. It's a good thing because the property taxes are going up. I got my property tax bill the other day. I remember when I moved in this house, my property tax was a $700 per quarter. You know, you pay it twice a year. When I first moved here, it was $1,400. When I moved here, now it's like I don't even know what the hell it is. Let me see. It's way more than that. I can tell you. But the companies that are calling people to buy their houses are not individual real estate agents. These are big companies that are buying up. They know they are buying up. They are buying up these houses, buying up properties, waiting for people to go into some type of foreclosure or reaching individuals who needs the quick cash to get under. Me, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that because number one, where would I live? These apartments in Metro Atlanta, as well as all across the country, elderly people are being removed from housing. People who live in trailers that's on a patch of land has been, is being bought out by these big companies. Well, that's not a way of getting. Well, first of all, they want you to take out money equity out of the house to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I have built up a lot of money in equity, and people says that's stupid to me. I don't do stuff that I don't understand. I'm not going to take equity out the house so I could shove it and redistribute it to a different debt. That's all you're doing. I'm gonna take equity out the house to turn around to pay whatever debts. No, I'm not doing that because I don't have that much debt. I have student loans. I probably have a credit card debt. And it's not even debt. I just charge on the credit card and pay it off. The next, I pay the whole balance off in full, the whole thing, and that's it. So when people are and when someone asks me about, oh, we think we're going in a recession, yes. Now you hear these doom and gloom people that make it sound like, oh, the real estate is going to crash. And then it's going to crash. No, it's not. If anything, the mortgage rates will go up, and it probably be more than 5.5% because that's what I'm paying. That was FHA loan. Now, throughout these few years, I could have refinanced to a lower rate a long time ago. But when it came to running the numbers for the refinance, they was like, well, you're only going to save $80 a month. I'm like, $80 a month just to refinance? Nope. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. If I'm only going to save $80 or whatever, I might also just pay a little bit extra towards the principal. And that's what I've been doing since day one. Since day one, I was paying my mortgage bi-weekly. Then it said, oh, you'll take off 5, 6 years off the 30-year mortgage. Then I started paying off an extra $100 towards the mortgage, or, then I'm starting to put more, increase that payment more towards the mortgage. but I'm really gonna try to pay off that Nissan Rogue, my car. So I'm trying. That's the only debt I got: mortgage, car, and probably some bogus medical bills that I have. But I said, you know what? Whatever. Y'all get paid when whenever I get it. But other than that, um, as a gig worker, as people who are still doing these gig work, I don't know how many people or who's still doing this who's still driving full time to do this gig work. But you know, like those. Yeah, it could be a trip, but it's. I'll get to that when I'll get to those bill, whatever. I'll pay them and say and tell them to kiss my butt and move on. It would be two places. Who do I keep calling me? Hold on. Hello? Somebody's listening to my calls because I let me show listen this. Oh shoot. I'm gonna let y'all listen to that. I just talked about health insurance and medical bills, and somebody just called me about this is your last chance to get health is whatever. I didn't even pay attention too much to it. You know, because you know these cell phones, predictive analytics, that you could talk about something and what's this? Oh, so it's amazing how certain things come up on your phone when you're talking about something. We were just talking about medical bills, and then I got a call. You know, these cell phones could listen to what you're saying and actually have people call you. You know, these cell phones is more than just a cell phone to talk on the phone. This is a mini computer in your hand. Sally, silly. But you know what though? People doing some dumb stuff with that though, for real. Going to other countries to get Brazilian butt lift and all that crap. That's just a stupid. The most dumbest thing ever. People walking around here, your butt don't even match your thighs, and then you trying to squeeze some weight waist waist belt, squeezing that big ass tummy to do that. That's the most dumbest thing ever. These nuts, you got one, two. You got one, two to do what? What are you talking about? People be, why would I want to do that? And no, it's like it was this one girl at Amazon, and then trust me, she ain't the only one. But is this with this particular one? She's not black. No, she ain't black. She had like this skinny old waist, and you could tell she had like a thing on that you put on waist, a a waist trimmer belt or whatever you call it. And then I don't know if she had something under the stretch pants or leggings, but it didn't look like it was her butt. It didn't look like it was a butt. It was first of all, it looked like a shape like a cow, and it was like so big, and I was like, what did she put on under that? Because it would look just as stupid as fuck. I've seen that skinny up top and fat around the middle. I was like, oh my god. And then it was like this big old whatever, and it was like like a cow, like you got a cow butt. It looked like it was something, and you just put it on there, and I was like, and then you kind of like this skinny, and then the waist look artificial. Yeah, I would never want to wear something that's gonna compress my rib carriage like that. Man, just go ahead and just start working out, naturally trying to lose that fat. A weight belt trimmer, it ain't gonna help you slim down no waist. You know, then one girl, she big, look real big. She had the waist, it's supposed to be a back support, had that around her outside of the t-shirt. And I was like, sometimes I wish I could have my phone on and show y'all some clips on how things be looking. I was like, what's the point? I said, y'all need somebody, your back hurting. The only reason why your back be hurting is because you got so much stomach punching out that's hurting your back. That's why the back be hurting. You need to lose the spare so your back won't be hurting. Why are you gonna put something to be compressed? And that don't even work. That don't even help your back. If anything, it makes it worse. And I know it's been 100 degrees and stuff. Ain't no telling what that warehouse, cause I'm working receiving where the stuff come out the truck, and then I stand there and I just cut open the boxes and empty them out and put them on the way on the conveyor belt. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what happened at work last week too with the conveyor belt. So I haven't experienced the heat, but luckily I don't work in the truck where I take stuff off the truck. But ain't no telling how it is during the daytime because they don't have these big old fans above the ceiling like the other one in Jefferson. But at nighttime, I was like, why they got it so cold in here? You know? And we don't have no fans next to the station. So, but in a minute it start getting hot, I'm going to bring my little fan to work and be like, and put a clip on there like, ooh, I'm not going to be suffering in the heat. But hopefully I'll find something pretty soon with SV Academy so I can move on. But they do have other positions at Amazon that's not so labor intensive. So I'm going to submit my resume for that because I'll be there at Amazon, y'all, for 1 year. Come July 4th, my 1 year anniversary of Amazon will be approaching. And then I still didn't get that damn sign-on bonus after all these years. I'm not letting that go. So, anywho. So let me tell y'all what happened last week at Amazon. I wonder if I do a YouTube search, will they put that on YouTube? But I doubt it. So anyway, one of the girls at Amazon had a wig on, and the wig got caught in the conveyor belt. Now, if you ever work at Amazon or if you ever seen pictures of Amazon, up all around, everywhere you walk, there's conveyor belts of all those yellow totes that just goes over your head. All day, everywhere you walk. The conveyor belt be front of you, on top, on the side, everywhere. So her wig got caught in the conveyor. Now, that ain't funny because it could have been a bad situation. It really could have got killed. So the weave or wig or whatever got caught in the conveyor belt and snatched it off her head, and then the thing was going through the conveyor belt, and it was like that thing spins around 100 miles per hour. So the wig was like going, and I guess she was trying to rescue the wig or something, but that thing took it off, snatched it off her head. They said she was more embarrassed than anything, and it's all on film too. It was all on camera. So last week they told us that don't wear baggy, don't wear baggy clothes. If your hair can't be above whatever, and if it's up, you gotta pull it up. So people walking around there with wig, red hair, long, wigs, weave down to not even covered, not even pulled up, not even pinned up or nothing. Not even wearing no hat, no nothing. And that thing snatched her wig off. And she was more embarrassed than anything. It was all on camera too. I mean, that could have been a bad situation because if that was a weave and it was glued on her head or whatever you want to say, and it would have snatched her up on that conveyor belt, and somehow they couldn't. Luckily, they was able to. Luckily, it was able to come off and not take her head and snatch her head off and snapped her neck. That's how bad it was. But it snatched that rib and it was, it was all through the machine. I was like, damn. I know that bitch was not trying to rescue that cheap ass wig. Man, you better let that thing go and be glad it didn't snatch your neck and crack your neck. But she was more embarrassed than anything. I said, oh well, get that bald headed beagle, I don't care what nobody say about my hair or whatever, but it's my real hair, thick, natural, maybe a little dry, but I could surely tell you, I ain't coming to work with no weave and no wig, having snatched off looking crazy. But that was funny. I mean, that thing was, mm. And she's so glad that thing not snatch her. Because let me tell you, those conveyor belts and stuff in those warehouses, they ain't nothing to play with. Hey, Shelly Shell. And it snatched up that wig. That thing went right to that conveyor belt like it was nothing. That was too much. That was too. I don't even say it was funny, but she was so embarrassed. I don't know what happened. Bet you this time you'll have your hair pinned up. People walk around, like they stoop. And it's too damn hot to be wearing some wig on your head. How the hell you gonna wear that wig cap? It is too hot to be doing that. People need to let their hair breathe. Let your natural hair breathe. Shoot. It's too hot for some weave. Then I overheard a conversation these two girls when I was in the medical office, in the med office, when I was at work. Both of them had these stronopinous eyelashes. They were looking dumb as hell too. They were like all this. I was like, can they see? And they talking about $100 something some lashes. Y'all crazy. $100 something for some lashes. It doesn't even look good. Mm-mm. I just don't get it. Well, Sally, if you wear weave, that's good on you. But you ain't gonna work no weave working in no warehouse at Amazon and have that thing snatched up on that conveyor belt. Trust and believe. To each their own. If they wear a wig, if they wear a weave, just don't be looking crazy. That's all I know. But the way how this economy is going and stuff and pricing, trust me, $200, $300, no, but something that don't even last, no, I'm sorry, ain't no way. Because trust me, if that weave or wig got caught in that conveyor belt, you think I'm gonna try to pull my? You think I'm gonna be? I said, shoot, that thing just have to be snatched off the head and just go, let it go right through the conveyor belt, and they'll get it and throw it out or whatever. But she glad that thing didn't get caught her neck. She glad that thing did not get caught, and she ain't had no weave on, and that thing pulled. That would have pulled her. That would have been disaster. But anyway, I ain't gonna stay here too long. I just came here to say, hey, how y'all doing? And oh, so I got called back with TurboTax. So I'll be going back to work August the 5th. So I'll be called back. Um, um, not next month, but next month. So, and I still didn't find my $500 voucher for Southwest Airlines. I am so mad. I was supposed to be going on my vacation this summer. I don't know what happened to it. I was so pissed. I was like, I took a picture of it on my phone. I kept it. I can't find it anywhere. And it's almost approaching a year when I was issued that voucher. So when I notified Southwest Airlines, they only gave me a $150 voucher. But I told them, I said, no, I want, I said, you could see that y'all gave me the voucher. Just give me the numbers to it so I could redeem them. I said I was too inconvenient last year when I gave up my seat to later on took me 12 hours to get home. I want my vouchers. So I escalated it to the executive relations. I escalated it high. I wasn't letting that go. So I guess they got to do a deep dive. You're gonna give me what the voucher numbers were, and I'll go about my business. I'm gonna still use that $150 though, but once I get my other $350 that they owe me, they ain't gotta worry about me ever flying with Southwest Airlines ever again in life. Never. I don't care if I have to go on Spirit. I'd rather do Spirit because they bought brand new planes. They go practically the same places Southwest goes, and they're cheaper. Because if I'm going on a beach or somewhere, I don't need to take a whole. All I need is sandals, underwear, basic things, and take me a little bag and just roll up. You know how you can roll up your clothes and have less baggage. I don't need a big old suitcase. I just need me a little handbag and get on a plane and sit there and go to wherever I need to go. But mm-mm. I heard all these flights and stuff and all these delays and yeah, they don't have no enough flight attendants and things at the airport. And it's not just in the United States; it's like all over, all these places. And I was like, all these places, and talking about they hiring and but they're not hiring. I don't know what's going on. It's just ridiculous. And as a gig worker, oh, I never did finish my thought. So here in Atlanta, I just saw there was a couple places that's finally here, but I didn't finish the process. It was what was that thing? What was the name of it? It's like you go to pick up what is it? Not the convenience. It's you picking up little stuff at convenience stores. Oh, what is this? Hold on, I need to go. I'm trying to see. What is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not the Uber equivalent. It's dang it. I know they had it on Indeed. What is it? What is it? It'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, I'll be going back to TurboTax August. Now it's not going to be up until midnight. It's going to be that limited schedule they have. So they gave me a little bit of increase. Um, Dang it. Let me Google it. A couple of y'all. Okay. Well, I'm trying to finish cooking because that pot roast, not pot roast. I'm cooking. I guess you could say pot roast. That's what I'm cooking with some tomatoes, potatoes. So it's gonna be like a brown gravy, and then I'm gonna open up a can of green beans or vegetable, and some rice, and I'll have that for dinner. Then I have to go to work at 10 because I'm still finishing up the last couple of weeks of my course at SV Academy with Amazon Career Choice. I'll be finishing that, and I think it ends next week, 16th. Yep, it ends next week. I'm just trying to figure out what that thing. A couple people on YouTube they were doing it. First person I saw it, Tony, he was doing it up there in California. They had it there first, but I'm trying to think of that thing. Name of that company. I think they're here in Atlanta, and I was finishing up the process to do it. You know, like when people want to buy snacks, and rather than going to the store, they have this. Oh, yep, that's it. Puff. That's it. They finally here in Atlanta because us on Indeed they had warehouse operations, and when I clicked on it, it was for Puff, and it was different locations throughout Atlanta, and I think the one that I chose was in was not that far from me, but it's kind of like in Tucker, and then there was another one like Marietta, and there was a few other places, but I chose the one that was closer to my house. And then I was gonna finish that process, but I don't know if I'll do that as much. I just want to have it in the have it available, so like that way um, I could kind of add on to the other little gigs that I'll be doing. But I'm still doing the survey one. That one has been very consistent for me. So, and then I never did finish signing up for Uber, but I'm not doing people. So, and then the other one was Spark. I signed up for. I looked into Spark over a year ago, and it was only in two locations here in Georgia. And I was like Sandy Springs, but that was already crowded. They didn't need any more. And then the other one was in South Georgia, like south of Atlanta, which basically covers all of South Georgia. I said, hell no. Next thing you know, I'll be all up in Macon and Columbus. And I was like, nope. So when I was watching Terry Tipp's video a couple of weeks ago, um, what's Chuck Roll? Oh, what's Chuck Roll? Shelly, I don't know what chuck roll is. You talking about it was a dinner roll, chuck beef and rice. Hmm. Well, I'm cooking a roast, natural roast with tomatoes So it's cooking now. I can smell it. Ooh, it smells so good. It's a little one. The housemaid who does grocery shopping for the person didn't pick up the groceries, so they had to take it home. So that's what I'm cooking. Cooking that, and I said, take that roast that I'll cook it to. So I'm cooking it right now. It should be almost no, it shouldn't be almost finished. It should be done. It should be falling off the. It's not on a bone either. I could slice that up. I should just make that instant. That instant. No, I'm gonna cook rice. I don't want to do that instant um, mashed potatoes. Mhm. Oh, I had I took that independent job with Omni Interactions where it was supposed to be like work for QuickBooks. Man, after 1 week of doing the certification process, I told him I couldn't do it no more because it would be a conflict of interest. And since I was going back to work in August 5th with TurboTax, I couldn't do Omni Interactions and work technical support side for QuickBooks. Man, that week and a half, it was like a headache. They had so many people in there. You had to use your own computer, which I already knew you had to do that, right? And the process of trying to with people to download information and obtain it was they were so dang aggravating. I was like, oh my God. And I wasn't getting paid for it. It was like that whole time I had to sit there, try to, we try to download things we needed to do. And that took like, I said, something that should have only took a couple of hours. People was like, um, oh, you made chicken with mashed potatoes and spinach. Well, I got me a small little roast. They're gonna make his own gravy. I put beef broth, whole smooth potatoes. I ain't had no carrots or nothing like that. I put a lot of onions in it and make its own gravy. Put a little bit of cornstarch and it'll thicken up as a gravy. And I'm gonna have that with rice. I wish I had fresh vegetables, but I'm gonna have to look in that pantry for a canned vegetable. But I've been doing pretty good not eating out like that all the time, even though I did eat at Culver's yesterday. But in terms of like eating out on regular like that, nope. This recession, let me tell y'all, it ain't no joke. And oh, you can go to Aldi's too. If you have Lindels, Lindl, what is he? That's just like Aldi's. I mean, I go to both, but Lidl's is pretty good too. Lidl. It's a um European based market. It's just like it's the same thing like Aldi's, and I think their prices are pretty good. And I think Lidl's is a little bit bigger, at least the one where I live at. But it's still good. I still like Aldi's and Lidl's, but it's the same concept, same things. Sometimes I wonder if it's the same store, but they're pretty good, especially when it comes to dairy, um, meats. Now, Dorian, they know I would have, you know what? See, I know, Dorian, you appreciate when I do my cooking segment, especially when I'm cooking. I was thinking about that. You know what? Before I cut it, I'm gonna take a picture of it, and then I'm gonna um, download the video. Once it's finished, I'll show y'all what it looked like. I think I'm gonna cook some rice. Rice, pot roast, and some kind of vegetable. You know, there is a way you could ship food like that. You really can. All you gotta do is make. You know they have those food service um, places where you could order meals. There's some many different companies. Hello Fresh is one. Um, there's some other ones, food pack services. They actually will cook. I don't know if it's fully cooked. I want to say it may be cooked. Some of them may be cooked, or some may not be cooked. They put them in these plastic, they shrink it, then they put them in these freezer bags, and they could deliver it and it looks just like that. And then all you got to do is defrost it and put in some hot water, and you actually have a meal that's cooked. So if I really could figure out how to make this meal, I would ship it to you. You'd be like, all you do is get some frozen, whatever, ice or whatever. Make the meals, freeze it up, shrink it up in some shrink wrap, and then all you gotta do is, and then you put it in this packaging in a certain way for cold. You will have food ready, and then you say, "Oh, she did send me some." I know you pot roast, and it'll be cooked. All you have to do is put in some hot water and he reheat it. You got a meal, and there is a way of doing it too. You can do it. You know what? I was thinking about an idea like a couple years ago. You know how you could because a lot of people just don't cook. And I don't get these people at Amazon. I know a lot of them young, young. They everlasting eating at that food. They have these vendors come by and sell food. Chick-fil-A sells comes there every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I said $7 for a chicken sandwich, no drink, no bag of potato chip. I say y'all crazy. $7. And then they got this other place. The food ain't that good. They want $11 for some, and they always have this roasted chicken, some kind of dried up, smashed up looking broccoli. It's not even steamed, and some other um, starch dish, whether it be rice or something. And I was like, I said, "Oh, who cooked that?" And then we got it from over at that foodie place thing. They ain't had no seasoning, ain't taste good at all. I said, I don't get y'all. Y'all, and I'm not talking about because this person I know they don't do that all the time. But some people be ordering food every night. We work 3 days a week and don't include the snacks even from the vending machine. And I said to myself, people getting soda, whatever snacks and stuff, and they order food from that place. I was like, why y'all don't stop by the Chick-fil-A? It's only up the street. I said, mm-mm. So I figured, if you spending an average of $15 just by little stuff. And I had told this one girl, I'll tell you what question she asked me the other day. Last week we was talking. And I said, man, y'all need to cook or something. Y'all need to, that's too expensive. Because we don't make that much money. I said, well, dog. I mean, we make, well, I probably get a little bit more, but depending when you started. And I said, you spend over $400 or $500 a month. Just let me see. Let me calculate it myself. Just $400 or $500 a month just doing that. But because it's a very mixed ethnic groups of people that work at Amazon and Stone Mountain. You see a lot of people from other countries. It must, and I'd be observing like They all tend to stay together. They all, they eat lunch. They be bringing, they be bringing lunch, dinners. They share, and then some. You could tell they really eat very cheap meals, like their little things you get at the Dollar Tree. Those little, you put in a microwave. I said, ain't no food in that thing, but I said to someone, I said, y'all need to be making sandwiches or bring something from home. Y'all spend money like that every day and spending. I had calculated it too. Let me see. Because I told him I used to do that, go to McDonald's and all this other stuff. Miss T fuss and beef, I have to get y'all like that. No, Dorian, you know where I had my discussion about working under the table. I said, don't do that. I tell you my reason about not working under the table. Because you get paid. Let me tell you, the way how these banks are tracking people's transactions and people getting paid on these apps, like on these channels, they getting that super chats and all that stuff, and people getting money like that. They tracking those transactions when you go like that. Don't do it. Now, Shelly Shell, you want to do work under the table, you could be an independent gig worker. I already told y'all how to make money, but y'all don't be signing up under my links when I share that information, when I do those survey assignments, doing reset stores and field agent and observer. Y'all don't follow my instruction. I tell y'all, it says it's not gonna make you rich, but it is a way of making some extra money. So don't try to find a job working under the table, because whoever you work for that works under that table, all it takes is one person to say something, and then you got someone knocking on your door. Nope, I don't play with that. When it comes with the government, when it comes to taxes, and it comes making money, nope. You can have extra money. I mean, I'm not saying going back doing those gig jobs. Oh, you ain't got to open no door. They just gonna just take all your stuff. Whatever bank account you got, whatever savings, whatever you got, shoot, they'll freeze that. They don't need to be knocking on no door. Shoot, There have been things lately. Um, Social media influencers. Um, and it had nothing to do with the PPP loan, but that was one part of the issue. But there was a lot of people getting a lot of. I've been hearing a lot of stories, especially here in Atlanta, at that federal court, of people about so and so social media. Data. I said, who is that? And they was doing a whole lot of that shady stuff, um, getting caught up and getting in trouble. And I was like, dang, I thought they were doing good. You're gonna come to the problem. You come to Georgia to hide. You walking your way into trouble. Come down to Atlanta. You go to Atlanta. Shoot, where you think all those people getting caught? Right here in Georgia. You better off staying right up there in the DMV. You better off staying up there. You come to Georgia, they on a hunt. All those Rika charges and all these rappers and so-called rappers, and they ain't black, and they ain't all these people get in trouble. They not all black either. So don't be thinking they say they just against the black man. They trying to lock black man up. No, they anybody and everybody getting caught up in that. You ain't coming to my house. I ain't got no more room. Shoot. But anyway, in terms of the depression and all that stuff going on, my thing is this: Try to pay down as much of your debt as possible. Um, Save way beyond 6 months of income, in my opinion. You got to have at least you know, whatever your monthly expenses, you must try to save at least, in my opinion, it ain't no 6 months either. I think you got to go maybe 9 months to a year and build up that emergency fund for at least 9 months to a year. Because let me tell you, when when I bought my home at 117,000, and that last economic downturn, whenever you want to say when it was, I had saved up almost a little bit over 30K. And this was before I bought my home, before I bought my house, before I put any money down payment and upgrade and of course lost my job at the government. And 2016, after that fact, when I had you know very angry because I didn't leave the way that I wanted to leave, and I wanted to leave sooner. I didn't want to put 10 years that I did, almost 10 and a half years of something that I hated and I was like couldn't stand, and I had saved up that much. But then when I started doing the gig work, when y'all first came and seen me, when I came into this gig work of Uber and all those, y'all saw my past videos. I was doing the gig work, but I was also, that emergency fund was used to sustain me a couple years. Now it took a couple of years before that savings dwindled down to zero, and it took a minute before I dwindled that. So even then, when I went to, um, it was kind of rough. That last economic downturn, I guess you could say, because let me tell you, black folks, and I ain't gonna say people of color. I know white people, people of color. Why don't you say black people? Because people of color is Asian, people of other countries, Indian. No, you don't say people of color that's struggling. Black folks mostly. If you look at the breakdown, Indian people gonna do well. Asian people gonna do well. Yeah, some maybe struggle, but see, they've always had a ways of collaborating together. Get be more resourceful. You know, they are more resourceful. They are more likely to have more multiple people in the household where they help each. They stay under one roof. They have the mother, grandmother. And they work. They always doing things. Like when I work at Amazon, a lot of them from Ethiopia and all these different countries. When I look at them, they say, "Oh, my wife work. They work." I get to know them a little bit more. They say, "Oh, I work at a daycare during the daytime. They work at Amazon." It's like they have multitude of people who live in the household. They're working. They don't buy junk. When I see them eating, I'm like, man, when were they eating? And they cook. They whatever they native dishes they make. They don't be going to that nasty ass lines, spending all their money like that. And if they're younger people, they don't splurge their money out there. Like I see when they go to work, they be they'll come to work together. Like they may have a friend, and they might be them and three other friends. They all work the same shift. They all work. They all get in their little car and they go to work. They don't be trying to spend a lot of money on the Uber. Now, some people I understand they may not have a car and they may have to do Uber, but they can't live that far. I don't think so. And I think that if they were to live far distance beyond Stone Mountain, I was like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth the spending on the money. Like this one black girl, when I first, it was last year, and she lived. I'm like, what? You live all the way over there in Murrow? She lived. She didn't even live nowhere close, and she was like, talking about she's spending 40. Now this was before the price hike, and I think it was after COVID, but it was not. It was like 40. I think she told me she was spending like maybe 40 something dollars a day. I said, well, dang, you could have rented a car. But, she did a lot of foolish stuff. She had the mama's car, wrecked the car, and then she said, oh, smoking weed. I said, see, that's what you get. I ain't say that to her, but that's what I'm thinking. I said, how you going to do something irresponsible? And then, so I don't know. I haven't seen her. I didn't, I don't work upstairs anymore. I work downstairs in a different department. So I haven't gone up there to see who's still there. But I know some people are still there. But I don't know if this particular girl still works there. But unless she found some place closer to work at Stone Mountain, I know she couldn't afford no apartment I was like, because I know it's not 40 something dollars now to take no Uber or Lyft. But where that thing is probably more like 60, 65. I was like, if you spending money in going to work and spending money to eat, and I wouldn't, I told a certain person, I said, you need to start making some sandwiches and start eating stuff at this pantry because when you spending, and this is not even groceries. Um, this is not even groceries. This is eating out. That's why I said, shoot, I try to use whatever gift cards when I go to Panera. I don't go there. I don't be going to no Culver's on a regular. I may go there maybe twice a week or whatever. Um, it's just too much. It's just, and this economy, this recession we entering, they say things are going to be decreasing. Um, it just go off the chain. I said, they told me that person going to send me that quote to remodel was $53,000 to remodel this whole house. I was like, I gotta have to get me some other quotes. And even then, I was like, 53,000. Yeah, it is a lot healthier, a lot healthier. And you know, I'll try to go and get that strawberry frosty at Wendy's the other day. I was like, ooh, strawberry, because I went up there and I looked at the size. I said, never mind. I said, shoot, y'all can throw that in the garbage right now. They wanted what was it? I think was it $2 and some change. And it was just like, I was like, if that's medium, you know what small is? Small is the little baby cup. Y'all crazy. I said, nope. Mm-mm. I don't need it. I don't want it. I said that's unnecessary. Now that may not be a whole lot of money, but for that price, shoot. Me and this other person, we went out to eat. They'll keep telling about this place. We went out to eat, and it was $12 and some change, but the food was good. But I said we ain't doing this on a weekly. We may do this once a month, and I'm gonna sneak a little Ziploc bag, and we're gonna sneak some of that fried chicken because it was so good. Um, but across the street is Golden Corral. I heard Golden Corral wanted $30 for the buffet. I was like, hell no. And this person told me, he says, oh, you go to fried green tomatoes, it's cheaper. I said, how much cheaper is it? It was $10 and some change, and we went there on a Sunday, so it was $10 and $10 buffet, all you can eat. It was good. Country buffet, country buffet, um, Golden Corral was $30. I said, y'all crazy. $30 for Golden Corral, all you can eat buffet. Trust and believe. You the day I spent $30 on a buffet at Golden Corral, I'm gonna be having 10 Ziploc bags just like this, put in my purse, and be like going up that buffet, get a whole plate of chicken wings or chicken, and be like, and every beef, and I'll be like, whoop. I would get prime cuts of steaks, put it right in that little Ziploc bag, and they're like, okay, now go ahead and watch the waitress, make sure she ain't coming. I'm like, doop, 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 and then put that thing in my purse. Me, Charlie, another person gonna have something to eat. You think I'm gonna? I said, hell no, hell to the no. Ain't no way, no how. $30 for Golden Corral. No, I would just get the I would just get the fried chicken. That chicken was good at the place we went to. I was gonna do a video. I was there. I should have done it. It was good. And they had these little plates. It was no big old huge place. And I was stuffed after a while. I was like, oh my god. And all of it was fresh vegetables. Um, you could tell it was fresh. But when they came over that fried chicken, people were like, dude, line. They had desserts too. But desserts, it was okay. It wasn't all that. But it was fried green tomatoes right up there in Noonan, Georgia. Oh, you talking about Golden Corral with the desserts? With the yeah, Golden Corral, but uh-oh. Oh shoot, that's in Cumming, Georgia. That's too far. Merchandiser, they putting the link out about resets. Let me put the link in there. I'm keep telling y'all these all right, I'm back. I was looking at something. All right, well put the referral link so y'all can check it out. Oops. There's supposed to be two different links. Let me put it in one at a time. All right, these are two different links. The first one, well, I'll put a description at the end. So, and I'm still be doing the way I'm compacting these inflation, I guess you could say, is basically just being mindful of your budget. Cut out things that you really don't need. Cable, nope, don't need no cable. Cut down eating out. Um, when you go grocery shopping, I mean, like I said, last year, and I started my little emergency stockpile. It didn't really no stockpile. I just started buying stuff, last year before the prices went up. Yeah, it's under the table. You can go and no. You're an independent contractor when you do these gigs. You had stop talking about some doing some under the table stuff. Sure, sure. Have you ever thought about? Well, I know you want to do grocery shopping, so I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna sign up. I'm gonna sign up my application with Puff. See what they got going on. Shoot, you do these gigs. You just gotta choose an area or choose a couple of days just to make some extra whatever. I'm just gonna do some extra things. All right, hold on a second. am back. Now I'm cooking the rice. The roast is almost done. And it's a small one. It shouldn't take that long. I'll put me some white potatoes, a lot of onions, and it's making its own little gravy. Put beef stock, put a little bit of cornstarch so it can make the gravy. And then, let me see. I think I'm gonna saute kale. I'm gonna saute that kale. I have it in the freezer in a bag. I'm gonna saute that. What y'all talking about? Sally, what you been talking about? What you been doing? I know you ain't been talking doing that. Shelly, have you oh you must have came in kind of late. I was telling you about the person who I met. Well, I didn't meet. I was at the Lidl's grocery store the other day. Let me see. What used to me? I just open up your link. Let me see what you got. What you got here? Ooh. What is it? Chicken cutlets. I paid $4.89 for gas. Ooh. Well, I paid $4.29 at the Speedway yesterday, and I didn't even use the gas app. The Get Upside app gas. A lot of them had 17 cents, 12 cents saved, whatever. But the thing about that, the gas was $4.49 just to save, to go and pay $4.29 or $4.39. But I know by July 4th of July, the gas is gonna probably be $5 and up, and that's regardless. Now I'm not talking about the one in California. If in California, it's gonna be more than $6. It's gonna be $5 and some change by the time 4th of July come. And then um I know, $6.50 a gallon. Hell no. Ain't no way. Hey Blue True. Ain't no way, no how. I know one thing. If I was to ever live in a major city that has public transportation, Nissan Road, you're gone. I will not buy a car. I would not. And if I lived in California, and I let me live near BART, if I lived in San Francisco, or public transportation in California, I wouldn't. Do they even have public transportation in where you live? Hey, girl, fried Jennifer, look at you. You don't have to use no premium gas for no Nissan Murano. What kind of one you got? Girl, fried Jennifer, where you been? All right, y'all, give me the thumbs ups and please subscribe to my channel. I'm still not monetized, so y'all having free entertainment. Y'all getting free entertainment. And Jennifer, when you gonna start making videos again? I don't know. I haven't seen anything from you lately. It hasn't popped up really. I don't know. I missed your videos. Now, this is the person that y'all need to really follow when it comes to doing geek work. You probably the only person I know that's still active. That's still active with Instacart and all the rest of them. Everybody I've been following, everybody got deactivated, or they just quit altogether. I know it was hot. It was more hot yesterday than it is today. Oh, okay. Yeah, I only travel when necessary too. I don't do no unnecessary driving if I don't need to. The furthest place I've gone is go to Buckhead to go to my doctor's appointments twice a week. I started playing kickball. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You're the only one that still do those without being kicked off. I want to do kickball. Where did you send me a link because I've been trying to look for something active to do, and I was looking. Me and this other person, we was gonna look for a league to do kickball during the summer. Send me the link for the kickball league. I want to. I can't find that person anymore. It was a couple years ago. I had kept in contact with a person. He was doing kickball league, but shoot, ever since then, I lost the contact information. Well, they ain't got to worry about hiking nothing up because, well, if I have a credit card bill, it's being paid off the next before the next statement date, paid in full. Well, send it to me because I want to start playing kickball. You still got my email? Let me send you my email address so you can send it to me. All right, Jennifer. When do y'all normally play? Is it Saturdays and Sundays? Well, they could charge high interest rate if they want. I'm just not paying it because mine's gonna be paid off in full. Klook. They ain't making no money. That's the only way how they make any money. They hope that you pay the minimum that most people do and carry a balance. You ain't gotta see that coming from me. Trust and believe. Man, that's what I'll be doing. I'll take public transportation in a minute. Let somebody say, Teresa, I'm at the airport. Can you pick me up? No, let me tell you how to take MARTA. When you pass the baggage claim, you keep going straight, and then you see MARTA, and then you could, and I'll pick you up at the whatever train station, that Kensington train station, and I'll pick you up. I do not drive to no airport to pick nobody up. If I have to go to the airport myself, I'll park my car at the Kensington train station, and then I'll take the MARTA because it's right inside the airport. You don't have to go and travel and do. You just go right off. You just get right on the train. It is so much convenient. I'm not picking nobody up from no airport. I'm not. I'm not. Nope. You can't get lost on MARTA. All you gotta do is get on the train and then boop. That is not being. It's not about being inconvenienced. It's like Atlanta Airport. It ain't the most convenient thing for people to be picked up on. It's not. You can't pick people up. It's like it's too big. Um, if you want, even if you took an Uber and Lyft, you gotta. It's a certain area you gotta go to and stand there in order to be picked up. It's not on the main curve. I don't know. Nope, nope, not convenient at all. It is best for people because I could get to the airport in short time than me driving to the airport. And you try driving to the airport and you got a flight to catch, and you don't, and you press for time, you will be late. You will miss that flight. But if you take the train from, it's literally less than an hour. Wait a minute, it's an hour, and that's me driving to a MARTA station from my house to the Kensington train station, get on the train, transfer to the other line, get to the airport and to the baggage and to the place to get the ticket and step on TSA. That's an hour. And that's me driving to the train and hopping on, and then that's an hour. Who told you that? See how yes, I met the person at Lidl's. I'll let y'all know. I'll tell y'all what happened going on with him. Let me see. He sent me a message today. He wanted to take me out to dinner or lunch or something. We'll see. I will show you a picture, but I'm not gonna put that person's picture out there. Yes, I was at the supermarket the other day. Was it Monday or Tuesday? No, I'm not gonna show the person's picture. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about him. That what he told me so far. I am older than him. He's like 40 something. What he told me, 43, something like that. He got two teenagers, boy and a girl. And he's from originally from Philly. And he does something with some data analyst of some sort. Yep, that's pretty much what I did. I'll let y'all know how that goes, because when I got in the car and he was parked next to mine, and then he was talking, right? I said, "What he want?" I said, "What does person want?" First I said I was thinking, I said, "No, let me not be that way." So I rolled the window down. Um, I want to know if I could have your number and take you out to dinner. And I was like, okay. He said, "So what's your name?" I said, "Teresa." Teresa? No, Teresa. Because I was talking across, and then so I said, can you get you? I said, "No, you can give me your number, and then I could call your number back. You can save it." I took his number. And then he called me later on that evening, just chit chatted. But see, see, Jennifer, if you really want to know the story, you're gonna have to call me directly. You got my number. Anybody who knows me, y'all know directly. Then I'll send y'all the picture and forward it, and then you tell me. But I ain't gonna send it. I'm not gonna put it on this station. I'm not gonna put it on this YouTube. So he lived right up there in what's that street? I guess that would be Snellville. Well, I'll let y'all know what happened. I said, well, I told her I work at Amazon Thursday, Friday, Saturdays is a killing, so my free days is during the week. First, we was going to meet on Sunday, but I think that's Father's Day, so you do have to put on the caption. What do you mean, put on the caption? I'm not saying anything that needs um close enough. Yeah, it is. But let me see. Yeah, I guess that's about it. But I'll tell you what the Facebook dating thing been going on. See, my topic will be about depression and recession, not about Teresa's. Ooh, who is she going out with, or or attempting to go out with? But he asked me questions about when's the last time you was in a relationship, or and I really couldn't answer that question because I said it was a long time, and I said I would just been busy. I can say busy. I said I don't know. I said, would you prefer if I had three baby daddies and a bunch of kids? Because I said I don't have any children. I've never been married, so I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. I'm just gonna say I'll meet you there because you ain't nobody coming to my house. I ain't going to their house. I ain't going to, people in Atlanta been getting killed and kidnapped. So he would have to. I'll let him decide where he would like to take me for dinner or lunch or whatever. Well, put it this way, I did show it to the housemate. So I said, let me show you the picture of what the person looked like. He's cute. We're going to need a before you go. Yeah, we don't meet him there. And then the Facebook dating situation, this person's been messaging me, but I don't know. Jennifer, you missed it. I showed the picture, not the person I'm talking about that I met in person, but this Facebook dating thing. But that's been a joke at Facebook dating. I ain't been studying people like that. Uh-oh. Somebody talking about their rose painting pros are not painting pros. This has cost me more money to repair and replace. They lied and said they would have the insurance person call me regarding ruining my refrigerator, microwave, doors, etc. But now they cash my checks. Crickets. Salmon, the owner. Solomon, the owner, thought was a good guy who's honest, but is not as honest and ethical as I thought. Don't call them. 720 865 Dang. See, that's why I've been so dang adamant about getting someone to do my house renovations because I can't, people are so damn trifling and sketchy. I said, shoo, dang, what the hell did they do to her house? Ain't no way nobody did all this now. Now this is ridiculous. Dang, who did this? Where did she get these people from? Craig's Angie's list fail. You want to see what my date outfit will be on date night? Yes, public place. Of course, we're gonna do that. No, I didn't meet this person online. I met this person right at the Lidl's. You know the one on Lidl's up there, 78. That's where I met that person at. The people I've been Facebook dating got this thing. Of course, I'm gonna talk about that separate. X. Ooh. Kingsley, 45. Nope. Not interested. Nope. Prince just joined. Look at this person. Now he's kind of cute. I put a heart next to him. Boy, I came across somebody's profile, had all capital caps. Where's that one at? It was so funny. I was reading, I said, hell no. Yeah. This person's cute. That's not him. That's not the person, Shelly Shaw. I'm not showing you the person who actually bumped into me at the supermarket. You put a heart next to him. No. I would do me a video about the Facebook dating. No, Shelly Shay, you know I'm not doing no. I'm not showing the person. I'm just doing, Facebook. If you go on Facebook, if you go to section that has Facebook dating, there's a section for Facebook. They have that now. Now this person he 49, but look how he old looking. Nope. I don't want no over religious man either. You know how people be like, oh God, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I'm a believer, don't get me wrong. But when you put that on your profile like that, super religious kind of that that's a red flag for me. Because usually people be like, oh Jesus, 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 oh God, oh God. Usually you got your past is so deep, so something. I don't know. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. You know, we're not gonna say, "Oh, let's go to church." And I ain't go. I ain't one of those. Even though my mother's a pastor, but see, my mother has never been always in no ministry herself. But I'm not that super religious kind of See, y'all going with me for 2 hours, and I'm supposed to be resting and preparing for my class at 7:30 and finish cooking dinner. Me, I would have to go on have this extend this topic later. But remember, I was telling y'all, Shelly, you remember Giovanni, the coworker, and he was like, I've known him for so long, and he was like, we should hook up. I said, no, we gonna be friends. And then when I finally said, okay, let's see where it goes, and we put the go to sneezing like that, and invited me for Christmas to we supposed to meet and never called, text me, talk about his uncle died. You know, everybody use that death. He passed away. And I ain't heard from that person since. And I ain't called him or nothing. And he was one, I ain't trying to tell people business, but he's not on the down low, but he was in gender loving relationship, I guess you could say. But then I mean, it's not that I didn't know, but I mean, I always knew when we first met. But then I guess he was kind of like he wanted to go into be a ministry or something, and I was like, and he always was like, "Oh, you could be the first lady." I said, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not being nobody's first lady of nothing." Okay, let me read this person's profile. I ain't hearting him, but let me read you this. Honesty, huh? Man boobs and gut, but I can keep you warm and keep your heat bill down. Laugh. Two sons, 4 and 6, active dad. 420 friendly, proficient in cuddling and chivalry. One bedroom apartment, no roommates, two cars, old but paid for, don't sag, never stood in line for sneakers, don't own video games, I pursue but never chase. Like head rubs and belly rubs, often so no long distance. Can tyke and lead sports, but music is my life. Throughout thoroughbred Georgia boy, thoroughbred Aries. Now, why he look like Isaac Hayes? He got that big old hat with the glasses. Now, some women they do like big guys. I mean, I'm a big girl myself, but I can't do bones. Bones are for dogs and cats. But I could dig it right on. Ashabatata. What is this? What did you say? Ashabatata. And heifer is my favorite word. See, the best thing I could cook is lemon pepper wings. All that salt. You try to eat healthy. You have my legs all blown up. If I went over here, we'd be eating lemon pepper wings. Yeah, he a little bit too. He too big. He probably suffering. I'm like, I'm suffocating. Should I heart him or X? Which one y'all think? Heart or X? Okay, we put the X. He too young. He 32, but he too skinny. He in Charleston, South Carolina. I might bump into him one day if I go to South Carolina. Yeah, he look like one of my dang nephews. X. He was gonna get X. Cause why this picture? He look old, but then when you look at this picture, it don't even look like the same person. It look like that's the daddy. They said this person meets some of my preferences, but 52. Yeah, there's all kind of people on this dang Facebook dating. Mexican, white, black. I ain't seen no Asian people. Mm. Look at him. He look he look gay. He cute, but he look gay. All right, I ain't gonna entertain y'all no more with the Facebook thing. I'll do that on another day when I figure out how to share the screen. Mm-mm. But I'll let y'all know what happened with this person. See, he for real or not. He looks 12 years old. I know, and I'd be all on the news, Jennifer. Woman, Stone Mountain, Georgia, arrested. Sleeping with a 12-year-old, be all on the news crying. Can you imagine? I would never. Ooh, that would be so. Ooh, I don't understand it. I know when you said that. I don't know. Facebook. I guess I don't know. I don't even know how I even came across that Facebook dating thing. Cause I don't even be on Facebook like that. It was one day I was on there and it was a Facebook dating. I clicked on it. But you gotta be questionable with these days with the Facebook dating, just like the Facebook marketplace. Somebody tried to sell a car through Facebook marketplace in South Carolina. The person wrote them a check, gave him a check for the car, got the title. He deposited a check in his bank account. The check bounced, and now this person got his car and the title and don't know where they at. I was like, oh my god, how you get scammed like that? It was on Walter Lee Hampton III when I was watching his video. He was talking about it. So be careful, y'all, about these scams. There are these scammers out there trying to do all sorts of things. Don't take no check for nobody, and don't nope. That's a disaster in the making. All right, y'all. I've been on here for 2 hours and 13 minutes. Y'all came on here early when I first came on here, even though Romeo, Dorian, Shelly Shell, Brooklyn, Lady TH, Sally, Dorian, Romeo. These nuts. Anywho, I gotta go to work tonight. Yeah, that's true. Who takes checks anymore? But they even try to do that with the fake money, or I don't know how they doing it with the money orders. Even money orders. And it's not just the checks. They doing it. They just doing it by um cash app. They do a whole bunch of scams when it comes to that. Oh, let me give you, and then they got these things where they'll say, oh, there's a check, and if you get, just deposit that, they'll give you like a check. And they said, oh, we give you a check for 10,000. You just deposit it, and all your money's gone. It's all kind of crazy stuff. People doing it at the Cash App. They're sending a link. I got some stupid link from somewhere. And I was like, what the hell is this? I said, nope. Delete. Because you'd be surprised. People will fall for a whole lot of stuff. Thank y'all, 10 people. Come on, please. Subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Ooh, the Cash App scams. Ooh. And PayPal, I don't understand it. I just don't. And you can't dispute nothing with PayPal. Sometimes you pay through the PayPal with a merchant for something, and you try to deal with them. What's that noise? Charlie, that you making that noise? Hey, hey, what? Nee. I don't know who you been in fight with, but you got those ugly looking look like a sore, like you've been fighting with somebody. I'm gonna put me some peroxide on it. Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna check my email. Yeah, I need to start getting some physical activities of something to be social with people. I'm so bored working, 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 doing this, doing that, doing all these different kind of things. I get tired. I need sometimes it's good to be social. Shoot, VHO. I don't know why y'all sending me the updated terms and conditions. I'm not doing VHO. I would do VHO. That's the one where you pick up, basically, you really picking up packages for Hello Fresh. But their warehouse is they, first of all, it was too far with the first location they went to. Then they went even further. I'm not going all the way to East Point to pick up packages and be going, ooh, wherever. That's just too far. Oh, okay. See, Sally, you've been misbehaving since you've been on here. I ain't even went out with no one or nothing. See, you already jumping the gun. You already jumping the gun. Oh, Waters Hitch having Jazz by the Lake. They doing that again, huh? Let me see. $10, adults only. Shoot, the thing should be free. VHO, it's just like Amazon Flex, but it's just like Amazon Flex. They'll pay you like 70 something dollars, 50 something, depending on how many packages you're picking up. But the location where to go to the warehouse, I mean, if you're willing to go wherever the warehouse is and go wherever, but it's just too many miles. I'll see you. Let me put it in a link if you're interested in looking up. They always sending out some message about rescue packages. Somebody always dropping off a package at the wrong house, and they'll pay, and they'll send an alert saying, "Can someone come and rescue this package?" And but one time they did have one going to Stone Mountain. I said, "Dang, I should have took I should have took that offer." VO. You could try it out if you like, but I didn't do it. I know someone who did it. They did it a few times. Um, you don't know where you're going till you get there, till you load the packages up, and then you may be like this one is like past East Point somewhere, but then you may be going to say Brazelton or Jefferson or a lot of the packages I've seen, you always going to Canton, um, It's expanded some, I could tell you, but I already deleted the app, so I didn't. I never did one route because I was focusing doing survey a lot, and I'm still doing that on a regular basis. And it's mostly, a lot of it is closer to home. It don't pay a whole lot of money, but you know that, Jennifer, because I know you've probably done it. I've been doing that for over 2 years now. So, but I don't really hustle and hustle like that with these apps. I mean, I do the survey observer, little field agent here and there. Um, I was trying to do Omni interactions with QuickBooks to work from home, but their certification process too long. And like I said, I'll be going back to work at TurboTax August the 5th. Yeah, with these gas prices, you have to be selective where you want to go. It has to be somewhere, like you said, like on your way. Like if you're doing multiple things, you may try to see what's in the area and do it, and that's it. So I still do that, but like I have to go to Buckhead on Mondays and Wednesdays for my diabetic infusion. So when I'm in Buckhead, I try to see like field agent. I try to check and see. I said, what's in field agent and what's in the area? Then I'll see something that's close by that pays like $10, $12 at a Publix or something that's like a mile up the street. I said I'll do that. And I got to do some things this week with survey. They mailed me these coupons. So I have to go to these 12 different stores at Kroger's and look for this product and put the coupons on the item. And it was supposed to be due tomorrow. I said, well, goddamn, y'all just mailed me the thing in the coupons yesterday, last night. I said, I need till Monday. So they extended it till Monday. So when I get off of work tomorrow morning at Amazon, I'm going to go to that Kroger because that's one of the Krogers I need to go to. So I said, before I go home, I'll just drop by the Kroger's. I got to remember to bring the package. And then I'll go to that Kroger and put those stickers on. I'll try to do 3 stores tomorrow, maybe 3, but if not, I'm at least do 2, and then I'll just do the rest throughout the week before Monday. But it's all close, but I'm not trying to drive all over the place. So that's my thing. And I'm trying to fill up my gas before 4th of July. So hopefully I'll manage my gas usage. The only good thing about it is that I don't fill up gas weekly. I think it might be every 2 weeks, if every 2 weeks. I think the only reason why I've been filling up because I've been going to Buckhead twice a week. But well, I don't. Most of the things they've been having lately, at least they give them to me, because I think it all depends on who your project manager person that assigns you. But a lot of them seems to be let me see what they got going on. A lot of them seems to be like that. You got to go to the stores and they want you to do Procter and Gamble. It is like they want you to do the whole store. That take a few hours. Hmm. And then after that, I started looking. I said somebody been doing my little gig areas because I ain't been getting. I said, I'm not going all the way to no dang Ellen Wood, Stockbridge. No, I'm not going there. I'm like, what dang? McDonough. What happened to all my little close stores they had? Old National Highway. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. Yeah, they want you to do the that's a lot of those times I had was a lot of restocking, and they don't even have the items to restock. I was like, when you want me to restock, there's nothing to restock. So I just take the picture and be like, nope, not available, not in the back, not in the back. They also want you to go in the back. So I choose, depending on which store I go to, some of them know I'll be there. They'll let me go in the back with no problems. Oh, you make the most money. You ain't finished your statement. You make the most money with who? I'll probably do well, I'm gonna see if some other apps. I don't know. Like I said, when it's time for me to go back to TurboTax come August, it's gonna be like 9 to 5, and then it probably work until October with the tax deadline. Then it'll probably slow down a little bit, and then I do the recertification for the next tax season again. And yeah, I do that. Well, I don't know. I don't know. If you have stopped doing ship, I know Instacart. I ain't trying to go back with them. But let's say if I was to sign back up, do they let people sign up after so many years? Because it's been at least 5 years since I've been done. Will they let you re-sign back on with ship? Not that I'll do it, but because if I was able to sign back on, I would only do it like if say, okay, this one's a Target on 124. I'll do that. It'd be like real local. But Uber, all I gotta do is sign back up with Uber and submit my paperwork there, reactivate my account. Yeah, I was. I was pissed off with them. Raggedy ass. Trying to tell me, over some stupid stuff. How you gonna say I went how you gonna say I went through a community that had a big old gate? That's lying. They were these lying ass customers. Then they be trying to lie about the money and tips. Shh. Be quiet, Charlie. I mean, I really did. I did work. I really did like most of the customers I delivered for because some of them were regular, but there was a couple of them, like mm. But the majority of people I delivered for, I really liked. I really, because I was a regular with them. I knew when they went to groceries. When I come, I says, hi, Jerry's, because I always talk to people. I always talk to the customers I delivered. I didn't just drop off the bag and just go about my business. Now, if they were being asked or whatever, I just give them and say, thank you, have a good day, and walk away. But the majority of people I had, I knew, I spoke to. I didn't get all mad and offended if I didn't get, if I got some low tip, because some of them, they were like, I'm sorry, but I only have, if they gave me $5, I'll be like, oh, thank you. I didn't want them to apologize why they gave me, $5. Because some people, I looked at this situation and I said, they had no ways of doing it. I do not look, yeah, or walking around here. Charlie, Charlie. My house has finally been cleaned out. It's been so. Uh-oh, let me check my meal. I'll be back. Hold up, y'all. Charlie wants some roast because he smells that roast. He smell it. It's smelling so good too. Charlie, greedy ass cat. Come on, cat. Come here, cat. You want some food? I know that's what you smell. You're like, what's that beef? You need to stop acting like a cat and start eating some cat food. You can go to the little bedroom, give you a little taste. Give you a little taste, you will breathe. I'm back. Yeah, he following. Look, see? Let me see if y'all can see it. The rice with uh natural beef pot roast. Is it really pot roast? Well, I don't know. Mm. Yeah, I did. I cleaned it out and removed all that stuff that was in the corner. Now, Charlie, I already gave you some roast beef. I gave him a little piece. Of course, I had it was hot, so I rinsed it off with some cold water, so it got all that seasonings. He ate it. Look, y'all, delicious. I put some not yellow, orange peppers, a lot of onions, beef stock, and some potatoes. No, I already gave you a piece. I gave him a little piece. Mm-mm. Dang, cat. Charlie, no. Now he wants some more. Like, you better make that cat food look like this beef. I'll give him a little corner. I'm gonna cool it off before he eat it. You think I'll give him this piece? A little piece like this? Cheese it with it. Mm-mm. Okay. Charlie, you gotta make that damn cat food look like beef. I give that cat boy, I swear, every time I'm eating something, bacon, sausage, any kind of sandwich, if it's turkey, tuna, he wants some too. I gave him some. Gave him just a little bit. See how good it is just to eat at home, full meal. You know, see, uh-oh. And it was a little roast too. I was like, dang. I so wish what's the name person who turned down the groceries with Instacart had to order a bigger piece of roast. It was a little. I said it'll last a couple of days. The thing about it had a lot of gravy that I made with it, so the meat would be finished before I finished the gravy. No, I cooked that in a get. I cooked this in a like a mini roasting pan. You know, like the ones you put. So I cooked this in the oven with the mini roasting pan. It is good too. Mm-mm. Put my foot in it. I put a lot of onions, yellow pepper. I did have green peppers and stuff, but I put the orange pepper, season the meat, and put me some beef stock and some water, and put a little bit of cornstarch to make his gravy. I didn't put a whole lot of if I didn't put a whole lot of cornstarch in it because I didn't want thick gravy. So I'm making you hungry. All you do is cook. Mm, 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 mm. I do not need to be shoot. This beat's going to Golden Corral any day. Besides, you won't even see roast beef or roast or anything. Yeah, I made rice. I had white rice, so I had to cook what I had. White rice with some creamy white potato. All I did was just cut them up, dice them up, and cooked it right along with the roast. Only thing I didn't have with this is vegetables, but I'm just gonna slice up some cucumbers and put them in a little bowl so I could bring it to work. Cause see, at work at Amazon, I don't go to lunch until 9:30 p.m. and then we go to lunch at 1:30. Well, the first break is at 9:30 for 30 minutes. Then we go to lunch at 1:30 a.m. for 30 minutes, and then the last break is 4 o'clock for 15 minutes. They give you 5 minutes to get back to the station, 5 minutes to clock out. I think I did have some sweet peas in the pantry, but I don't like sweet peas anymore. Last time I had some sweet peas, it just didn't taste right, even though it was in a can. Maybe I didn't cook it right. I don't know. I just opened a can of sweet peas, put it in this pan, and let it warm up. I don't think I put nothing in it. So maybe if I had put some, I don't know. What would you put in the green peas other than salt and pepper? Some people put butter. Oh, you mean the carrots in the roast? I ain't had no carrots. I ain't had no carrots, so I had to put whatever I have. I would put carrots if I had some, but I ain't had none. Uh oh. I gotta put that food up before I leave tonight. Well, maybe if I ain't put nothing in the sweet peas when I cooked it last time, so maybe that's what I should have done. Seasoned it. But canned vegetables already got salt in it, but it just don't taste right. Well, next time I cook canned vegetables, I'll just drain the can, get all that salt out, and then put whatever just season it, and that's it. Or what my grandmother would do, they'll put a little sliced onion in it. You know, put a piece of sliced onion in it. Mm. At least I have that roast. It's a small little. It was small too. Um, I should make me another one and eat that for later, but that's too late at night. 11. Let me see. Because see, I have to be at work at 10 p.m. because my class with SV Academy, which starts at 7:30 to 8:30, They adjust your schedule just to take courses and classes you have to take at Amazon. I told them I need until 10 o'clock p.m. since it's a Zoom, but lunch is at 9:30. So when I clock in at 10, it'll start my day. Hopefully the day will go by quicker because I have a shorter schedule. It's not all 12 hours, it's 8, but even 8 hours. But see, I'm lucky because I got accommodation, so I could actually sit down. Not all do the shift, but most of the time, most of do it. I could sit down, but most people be sitting down anyway. I'm supposed to be sitting down because I'm not supposed to be on my feet to aggravate that pain in my feet. Yeah. What do you mean Warriors in 7? It's gonna be Warriors tonight in 6. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be over tonight. Even though it's in Boston, they're gonna be over tonight. But if they do have to go, nah, I don't even say that. They're gonna be ending tonight. That game is over tonight. See, the only reason Boston was able to prevail in the series, Eastern Conference series, is because see Boston, Miami didn't have that. They didn't have the heat like you know to sustain to overcome. They're gonna be over tonight. Warriors in 6. I'm gonna make sure I have my. I'm trying to sneak and see and monitor the score. Like I said, and all the way they Boston gonna have to beat is they will have to blow them out. They will have to literally be leading, and Steph Curry has to have like a bad game. But even if he, but the other supporting cast members, they gonna step up. But let Clay, what they say, Clay in 6, Clay Thomas, game 6 is his thing. That's when he really steps up. That is Clay Thompson's thing. Every time they play 6 games, whatever, in all the 6 games, he's always been the one that really gets hot. If Clay Thompson hits it like those threes, that's it. Y'all can forget it. That is gonna be a wrap. Because Steph Curry don't have to do 40 something points and stuff. But if Clay Thomas get hot, Jordan Poole, Wiggins, of course, Draymond Green don't get into no fight with nobody, and he just grabbed those rebounds, that's it. We're gonna see. It's gonna be over because Boston's chance to win was if they went up 3-1, that was their chance. When they couldn't beat, when they tied it, and if Boston had won that third, when if they went up 3, I would say okay, they gonna beat them. But when they took over the 3, maybe 3-2, because they'll be more pressured. They'll be way more pressured, and they already know. They already know what to do. They know exactly who they need to defend. They know exactly what they have to do. So I'm sorry. That might be a good game for Father's Day Sunday, but I want this to be over with. Anyway, I've been on here for 3 hours, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I know I went on a long tangent. Ain't ready to talk about the depression and economy and everything else. But you can't really we can't really do what you can't do anything. You know, all it is that if you work in this gig work, if you work in this gig work driving and the price of gas or what it is, and people are gonna be more mindful of what they're doing regarding buying goods and services, and the ones who really need to focus on spending on necessities and using the service to pick up groceries or whatever. I know people are really conscious about pricing. Even when I be doing these gig works, you see all kind of people, white folks, just looking at prices, being real mindful. They ain't just spending money like nothing. They're being very, you know, cautious about what they spending, um, on all levels, and creating a budget and getting yourself out of budget, and the major job lays up, job layoffs. It ain't coming in droves yet, but yeah, budget is the key. And people who have jobs now, you know, depending on their situation, they're being, yeah, pay yourself first. But, you know, people's job stability, it's because the jobs losses that they speaking about is basically like a lot of these tech industries, smaller companies, that has like 1,000 something employees. Those are being let go. Real estate companies. They said Redfin, was that Redfin? Yeah, Redfin, one of those real estate. They had they had to let go a lot of people. It's just a whole bunch. It's just I know exactly. Sustainable money to do gig work is hard. It ain't. Oops, what the hell. Making money with these gig jobs, it ain't as easy like it was. I'm telling you, that is supplement income. That's what that is. And the more and more people they're gonna be entering, especially during the summertime. See, like a lot of teachers, people who work in schools. A lot of them is gonna be migrating to these gig jobs. Grocery shopping, even if it's just to make $50 a day. Just to make a little bit of money, even if it's just $50, just to make a little bit of gas money or whatever. People, you can't, how long it takes to make $100, even if you do Lyft. I was like, the house man, I said, how many? I said, what you do today? And you have and like 4 rides, 5 rides, and it wasn't even $100. It was like, ooh, it's hard. It ain't as easy. When I look back at my previous statements with the gigs I used to do, I was like, it was not as easy to make money It was not that easy to make $100. Even if you, I mean, shoot, I remember on the weekends when I did the gig work, I know I used to work probably what, maybe 6 hours doing Grubhub, Uber Eats. I was making 200, at least close to 200, or at least over $100. And I was not out all day either. It would have been like, say I go out, say 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock till about 9, 10 o'clock. I would have made my money just on those Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll, 10 o'clock, 10:30, I'm already driving all the way back home. I'll make my little money and that's it. It was very easy. I mean, I ain't gonna say easy, but it wasn't so much effort like that. It was like, you know, the rates were good, people tipped. I wasn't driving all over the world. Even at one point when I did gig work, when they had that gas issue, pipeline issue up there in Alabama a few years ago, gas prices was pretty high then. It used to take me almost over $60 just to fill up that Kia. And I was like, dang. And that was during the it was right around this time of year too, right around the summer, right around the summertime when the gas price was high during the summertime. When gas used to be it was almost like $4 or $5 once before it reached that. But that was, and then we dated, and shoot, we haven't even start talking about hurricane season. We have not even spoke about the hurricane season, and with the weather and all this hot. If this weather gets so hot like it is, it's gonna be some a lot of blackouts and utility blackouts. Yep, exactly, Jennifer. That's I said you got to find these gig works working from home. And I never met a bunch of people. Every time we do tech day or setting up our systems, is people always like, well, I'm not hardwired. I ain't got no Ethernet cord. I said, how the hell did they get past the process if they didn't even have the adequate equipment for the Ethernet? And I was like, how did they get through? I'd be like, damn, you know. Then they talking about shortages with tampons. I was like, what? Shortages with tampons? Yeah, they work in Instacart, but I don't know. I mean, I'm grateful for my job I have, and I try to share it with y'all. And I know a lot of people say I want to do terrible tax, but you're not. But they not. But the positions they had, they still need a lot of people. I don't know what's going to happen this coming tax season, because technically we're still in the tax season. So the new tax season they don't start till next year, but I'll be working back in August. So because I was in that 1% group when I made the matrix. I made my bonus plus more, so I was able to be called back earlier. And I said, wait a minute. I said, I'll come back August. Yep, August 5th. Yep, I could be back. And they gonna. I said, dang, I just sent that equipment back. Maybe not even 2 months ago. So now they're gonna turn around and send me the equipment right on back again. But that's okay. And then next year, God willing, when tax season come and they said they'll be, they needed so many people. They tell you could work up to 78, 80 hours in a week. That's how bad they need people. So tax season come next year and they got shortages. I'll be working right around the clock too. I'm just gonna space out my breaks so I won't be burnt out. But I'm gonna do it next year come. When they need people, it's gonna be like, whoop, I'm gonna be right there. And I know, uh, yeah, but sometimes it get a little weary working from home. You know, I mean, it's good to work from home when the aspect of you ain't got to spend so much money in gas and eat and stuff, but sometimes it could be a little bonkers too. But I think if I space myself out and stuff, I won't burn myself out. But um, I'm going to try to see what other jobs are out there. But there's a lot of jobs out there. I get requests all the time. They look at hiring people to work from home. Now, most of it's customer service, but um, it's still pretty good. Nope. The person said he is out. I am out now. He off from work. Oh, this person, he works from home too. So I can't remember what company he said he worked at. Nestle? I don't know. So you still do a rise, Jennifer, with all those different accounts? Or is it another company you work for as well? Because I know that third party company, they were looking for a lot of people to work with TurboTax too, but they have a funny way of paying if it's still a rise. Yeah, because if you work from home, it can get bonkers at times. Sometimes you be like, oh, that's why I want to do that. I hope you. That's why I want to do that. Kickball league, even if it's like weekends or one day a week or something. I need to get out the house and start doing stuff. It's just so, I'm not going back to LA Fitness anytime soon. Hey, where everybody else at? Oh, live ops. Mm, I would never go back with live ops. Matter of fact, I did TurboTax when I was working through the live ops. It was the technical support part. People can't get the CD and all that stuff. That was the most aggravating program with live ops because I scheduled myself all around the clock and I had no, I wasn't talking for hours and then it would be a few hours during the evening and then I was doing Uber and all those apps in between. Oh, okay. You had no contract with them? Well, on the interactions, I told them I had to resign because it was a conflict of interest, but I told them if they have any other contracts other than TurboTax, I will apply again, but it won't be QuickBooks. It'll be nice to do QuickBooks, but I'm gonna learn QuickBooks on my own anyway, and then see if TurboTax will give me a dual role to work with QuickBooks. Maybe they were looking for people during this. They were looking for people to work at QuickBooks during the summertime, but they didn't contact me. So I said, okay. I said, okay, that's all right. And I'm still hanging there with Amazon, y'all. I'm still hanging there with them. But they're hiring, and if y'all want to know, Amazon is hiring to work from home. They keep saying it's seasonal. They always keep saying that it's seasonal. It's seasonal, and then a lot of people get deterred because they say it's temporary, not permanent, and there's people don't apply. But for those who do apply, it is permanent once you get there. They'll turn you to a blue badge, and then you'll be permanent. And they pay $18 an hour starting. So I'm gonna see. Let me see if it's still on Indeed. But this was a couple of days ago. But they're looking for people to work from home at Amazon because what you call it? Amazon Prime Day is coming up on July. But let me see if they still are. I'm working with a drug company with them. With who? You mean Amazon with the pharmacy part? I don't understand. You talk about pharmaceutical sales or something? Oh, I used to work with them at home. You talk about T Tech, which was CVS with the Medicare plan. Was that the one? I did so many. Wayfair. Oh, Live Ops too. Well, you should try this other company, Omni Interactions. Maybe they got. I don't know. They always have stuff. Oh, it might be Walgreens drug company. Hmm. I know Walgreens is hiring people to work from home, and I think CVS too. There's a lot of places hiring. It's just they're not trying to pay anything. It's like they'll pay maybe $15, but then and then when they realize they can't get nobody, they'll try to increase it a little bit. But I just think that a lot of these companies that are trying to hire people to work from home, I think they're going to try to, you know, really kind of convert them to independent contractors. Oh, that's fine. I don't want you to say nothing like that. Oh, okay, you gotta say nothing in public. Okay, y'all. Let me rest for a little bit because my class starts at 7:30, and I still need to finish up some things, and then it'll be time to go to work at Amazon at 10. I'm trying to be back on. mm, I'll be back on a regular basis, and then I'll let y'all know how it goes. And I think the next thing I'm gonna do on my live, I'm gonna do the Facebook. I'm gonna talk about Facebook dating. I'm gonna talk about that. Even though I ain't went with nobody on there, I ain't met nobody from there or nothing. But phew, I'm gonna talk about that. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for coming and listening for this long length of time. It's amazing. I had a lot of y'all watching me when I talked about that Kevin Samuel situation. I had the most views. I know, cause I will be complaining and hurting, but it's not physical labor. It's just too much on your feet. But let me rest my feet so I could yeah, I'll try. I will try. I will try. All right. Talk to y'all later. See y'all later in a couple of days. And then I'll do some other short videos. Not live, but I'll do some short ones if there's anything interesting that comes up that I need to talk about. All right. Talk to y'all soon. See ya. Mm-mm-mm-mm.